Okay, folks, in this case, made the prospect signing off. As you can see, the one lived at the rim last night. Nobody can do anything about it. And I'll be here with more highlights from the one in the future. Make sure you come back.
It is NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams. Should be a terrific game here tonight. We're at Barclays Center in Brooklyn. Tonight, the Brooklyn Nets taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. The Sixers control the tap. Simmons to Butler. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Jay Williams, kid from Jersey, rooted for the Nets growing up. And where do you live now? Brooklyn.
Of course, I'm following my favorite team, and these comments are probably going to sound biased because they are. But Brooklyn is a completely different place. Only 5 minutes outside Manhattan. It almost feels like a suburb of the city. And the fact that it's culturally relevant, it just feels like Brooklyn is the new place to be.
Knocked loose. And that's going to get out of bounds. So possession stays with Philadelphia. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Butler. His first effort off the mark. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays, no one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
And scores at the rim, Jay. Good luck recovering from that.
And did you see that in transition? Don't 1-2 ooh-wee on him.
Ooh-wee. Oh, it's good. Sixers control it. Simmons to Embiid. Joel Embiid. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Russell. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, I'm not sure if he's part of the Jelly fam or not, but this young player knows how to adjust mid-flight, and he finished that shot with some crazy English.
Simmons to Embiid. They'll go to Butler, down low. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Good luck keeping up with that.
Did you see that jump? It was as quick as a pogo stick.
The pass set it all up.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Philadelphia with the basketball to Tobias Harris. Butler. Jared Allen able to recover with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The results, he's going to the line.
You see this all the time. The defensive player is establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2. Simmons with it. 10-6 our score. To Tobias Harris. Gets it to go, and the foul.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Tobias Harris at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Missed it at the line. Russell into the front court. The score 10-8. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Embiid. Short jumper won't go down.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Here comes the screen. To Russell. Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Simmons into the front court. The score 12-8. To Tobias Harris. Joel Embiid. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Old school equals high percentage.
Russell to Allen Crabbe. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. No good for Allen Crabbe.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Embiid. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Nets. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul. Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as they'll talk things over in what's now a 4-point game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Subbing in for the Brooklyn Nets, number 8, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Short jumper off the mark.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Gets it in the left corner.
1 minute remaining in the
To Dinwiddie. Has a chance. Dinwiddie shot, no good.
I can't believe he missed that, but look, you have to stay connected to him defensively or he'll eat you alive.
And scores. Nice move, Jay.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Here comes the screen. nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in. A shot no good by Harris. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. He's now 4 for 6.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Nets have the basketball. From 18 feet, at the buzzer, knocks it down, off the step back. Through one here at Barclays Center, the Nets out in front. Jay and I are back to Brooklyn right after this. You're watching the 1 quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Butler into the front court, trailing by 4. McConnell. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Hands up, hands up, hands up.
From the outside, no good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
And the slam.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Dinwiddie. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers him and puts him right on balance every time.
And they call it.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Subbing in for the 76ers, number 25, Ben Simmons.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
And score. Strong take.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Simmons. Jared Allen pins it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Butler to Simmons. The monster stuff. He took it out on the rim that time.
Oh, there's no better feeling than after throwing that one down, hanging on the rim a little bit, looking at your opponent beneath you, making him recognize that's where you'll be the... Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Simmons to Butler. Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
To Dinwiddie. To Hollis Jefferson. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just plain old simple bully basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Tough make through traffic.
Ooh, don't see the read, be the read.
To Dinwiddie. Greg Monroe tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Simmons to Butler. To Simmons. Has a chance. Ben Simmons. He's 2 for 2 now.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making change.
Hey, the side game. Let's take it home now. Let's go.
Substitutions.
Brooklyn with the basketball. Count the basket at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Butler to bring it up. Our score all even in this third quarter. Ed Davis sends it away.
Ed, that's light work.
Stuffs it down with authority.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Simmons with it. His group now down 2. To Embiid. Joel Embiid. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
It goes down.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Harris to Butler. Trying to cash in. Jumper's good.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
And the finish at the rim.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
Simmons to Redick. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Jimmy Butler trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. And the free throw is good. 3 points on that trip. Cruises inside for 2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here, because that was not an easy look.
Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys now down by a point. Can't connect from in close. To Russell. Ed Davis. Gets to the basket and scores.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Butler into the front court. His guys down 3. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Hollis Jefferson. And stuffs it home.
An easy 2. Get back on defense.
Sixers have the basketball. Simmons to Butler. Ed Davis sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. It'll stay Brooklyn basketball. Can't connect. Into the front court comes Simmons. Down 3. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Russell with it up top. He'll run the offense. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Simmons with it. They're down 3. Jimmy Butler for 2. The jab step opens up space to knock down the jumper.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Russell into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Count the basket inside.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Embiid, great dish to set it up. From the painted area, won't go down. Sheer strength to slam it down. He ran right through the gauntlet.
I'll tell you what, it's impressive to watch a young player this new to the NBA not be afraid to drive to the basket. Goes a long way in establishing your presence in the league.
Sixers control it to Redick.
Defense, let's go.
To Tobias Harris. With a drop step. Rebounded by Russell. To Russell.
Watch him, I got you right here.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And the true test of a team's character is how they respond when they get hit in the mouth. Keep digging.
And Jimmy Butler, he had all day and all night to knock that one down. Need to hear more chatter on the defensive end.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Simmons to Butler. And he'll head to the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Russell with it up top. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And remember, Ed, they trailed at the halftime. This is not the same team that we saw in the first half. Playing with a new zest for life, apparently.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. That's the end of the third quarter with the Nets in front. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth.
Entering the game for Philadelphia, number 21, Joel Embiid. Entering the game.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
It's in the hands of Philadelphia. To the basket is Butler, but he can't finish. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in a zone by himself.
Russell. Shot from the lane won't go. Embiid to Butler. For 3. Rebound taken by Hollis Jefferson. Russell into the front court. All even here in the fourth. He gets it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Simmons to Embiid. Nothing going here on that drive. No good, but 2 shots coming up for Joel Embiid.
I've seen it happen so many times. Small things like that foul can end up becoming a momentum changer. Let's see how this one plays out.
Joel Embiid has got 2 shots coming. For his career, 77% at the line. First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
I like that. I like that. I like that.
And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. Russell.
I'm here.
Nice pass to get things going.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Russell to Hollis Jefferson. And counted at the rim. Sixers call for time. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Fires the 3. They dare Jimmy Butler to take it, and he makes them pay. Play is stopped. Timeout for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Joel Embiid rejects it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired, they're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
the basket inside. Now the Nets going to take a timeout. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there. It's the Nets who are victorious as they just squeak this one out by a point. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It wasn't surprising to see this team get the win. They did a great job of letting the fundamentals of basketball be the key to success. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Brooklyn Nets. The 76ers finished on the losing end of a close score.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed.
Game track. Assists.
You can tell both of these teams feel very comfortable in their offensive systems. There was plenty of great playmaking in this contest.
Player of the game.
And while you can't track leadership on a stat sheet, it was
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.